Hey, this is talk about. I'm like, God, who's that?
I'm like, what is that?
What part? What I think about what part, sis? What part?
The whole scenario.
Um, I don't know. I'm still. He's still looking like he landed a plane, so I'm just still listening to the plane that he landed, man. Actually, but if you have a personal question for me, then I'll answer it.
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of triggering. I'm with somebody in the comments. It is kind of triggering because if you don't have that conversation with that woman and
I agree
y'all
with
just raw dogging it or whatever, and you don't know that that woman don't want more kids, and then she end up pregnant, she's gonna be miserable. Your relationship not gonna go good. So I just think that's just something he should have with the woman
you. Yeah,
in the beginning,
I agree with you.
personally.
Especially an older person, older relationship. People that have kids already. You
Yeah.
have that kind of a conversation to see if a person want to have more children. So that's how you know if you're compatible in a lot of different ways. If a person doesn't want to have kids and they like, listen, I got mine, and so then you know that you would want to move around. You know what I mean? So I think that those conversations should happen if you are looking to have more kids. I think that should happen in the beginning.
Not only that, I think he should look for a certain age bracket too, because a woman after 40 having children, that's bad on our body. So it's a lot of things that come into play when you talking about having another baby.
Very true.
Um, uh, Danielle Brown says, I think he is saying that if he meets someone and they can have kids, cool, good, because I think he would like to have a better experience. But if he meets the right one that don't want none and can't have none, I don't know what else. I think it,
He's cool with that too because he said
yeah,
something like that. Like if the woman couldn't have kids, then he would still accept her, something like that. So maybe that's what they were saying at the end of that, bro.
yeah, I think that's what she was saying.
I think the problem lies in people when we ask anybody what they want out of life, they have this structured ideal image of what they want versus the reality. The reality don't be matching what people want. When you add in what type of habits you have, what type of personality you have, how what's your age, what's your physical range. A lot of these things people want, like with children, you got to be active, you got to be present, you have to be
Yep.
emotionally stable. Otherwise, you're going to raise emotionally unstable children. You have to
Yep.
be you have to be humble to understand when you're wrong. That a child can tell you that you're wrong because they're still a human. And a lot of people just see children as the American dream. Let me just add this little piece to
Hmm.
it so I can have a picture. And it don't be no genuine attachment to it because you can't count how many children you want to have if you just having sex and casually getting pregnant. But and not to mention the economy is going down every day. So bringing children into that,
Down
unless you really
where?
have a plan, the economy,
Going down where? Trump just said he driving up the housing prices.
that don't mean the economy going up. That's gonna be worse for the people. That's better for them because
Right.
that's worse for the consumer. But it's like we the reason why so many of us online are unhappy is because if you ask people what they want, they say the dumbest things. I want to be a millionaire. Okay, how much money do you have now? How much money do you invest? Do you have financial literacy? Do you know how to maintain a credit score? Do you know how to just keep a basic home clean? Do you know how to do certain things? And it's like you give people you give people the things they want. Like we see everybody getting what they want and they lose it because it was never meant for them. That's it. I don't know how I got
False
all the way
hope.
there.
No,
That's the
you
end of
did
his
good.
TED talk. P. Walker says he needs to go on Kendra G show. They will love him there. They looking for men making over six figures.
Ain't nobody going mess with them crazy believing the women on the Kendrick G show.
Meanwhile, they not making six figures themselves.
Right. They want they man making six figures, 6 feet tall. What else? How tall are you, Jay?
5'9".
So his oil rig money give him 6 feet and
Don't do it, Neat. Don't do it.
Why you why hold on,
what?
hold on. Why how the conversation go to money? How the conversation go to money?
Because they said over at Kendra G, they would love you because you got your CDLs and you are working on the rig.
But they gonna
Yeah, I
count him
do.
out because he not 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do make over six figures a year, but I mean, I don't base that as a quality that I have that I'm offering. You get what I'm saying?
But that's the quality part of dating though. That's in the runnings.
I don't lead with that, and I
You
don't. I
better
don't put
take
that out
Monique
there.
advice to Shannon Sharp and get you that don't be Shannon Sharp trying to get what's out there. Go get you that whatever that lady name was who make you a sweet potato pie and tell you everything gonna be good. Telling you these young girls they'll get you.
I,
Oh, he said he want young girls. I didn't hear him. He said that.
I
But
ain't
that's
never said that.
You want a young girl, Jay?
I ain't never said that. Jay from New Orleans speaking on my behalf and coming up with his own scenarios and narratives. I'm just listening.
I don't think he was coming up with his own scenario. I think he was just talking in general.
thank you.
Yeah, but like I say, I'm 43 years old, so I've gained a lot of
Yeah, I
wisdom from a
think.
lot
Oh,
of
sorry to cut
from
you
a
off.
lot of.
I think also too the reason why Jay New Orleans probably said that is because it'll probably be easier to get like a younger girl is not gonna already be set in her ways and not wanting kids. A younger girl, you probably it'll be easier to have kids with and all of those things.
That's mainly who dating. I really don't recommend dating younger, but people do what they want and I respect people differences, but when you get on dating apps, you see more younger people now because most of the people around his age, if they not already settled down, they are burned out from dating.
Jay, do you date in your everyday life?
No, not no, not at all.
Not at all.
No, um, with my career, it's kind of hard to date, so I don't date.
Oh, so you really ain't looking to have a baby, but if you get with somebody, you would want to have another baby.
Thank you. I've been saying that for the last 30 minutes. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that make
That's
more
why
sense.
I told you, Bianca. I think it's more so like if he's attracted to the girl, then he go from there.
But it ain't like he gonna be able to help her with the baby because of his career.
That's why I said he is gonna be focusing over the money, and the girl gonna be doing the work. That's what I said.
He could date the Little Mermaid.
Jay is stupid.
But that's what I said. I said it sounded like he would be providing the money, and then the girl gonna do all the work. And then he was like, he gonna help too, but he ain't gonna be around to help.
that's why in the beginning I told you the type of woman I know that I would need to be with would have to be a strong woman because of the career that I have.
Majority of the captains I work with that was married, they wives didn't even like them. They just was ready for them to go to work so they could spend their money.
Jay is the shit starter.
That's better. I think that's better than liking the person you with and they broke and you can't spend no money and be miserable.
But what's the point in having anybody like family, friends, anything that you don't like? Like, why wake up every day knowing that somebody you don't like has access to you? Like, that's isn't if it's not something, if you're not in jail, it's literally, or you're not a parent, is no excuse to be dealing with anybody you don't like.
Yeah, that's for the females. What I'm saying, you said they have women that deal with men that work away from home that they don't like and they just spend their money. I think that's a better situation for that woman versus being with a man she do like and that nigga can't do a motherfucking thing for her.
No, it's not because it messed with the relationship aspect. You always at work, day in, day out. I gotta do this shit by myself, day in, day out. We only gonna get one time a month to go dating. Like, nah, that's just not in 2026.
The man is not away from home having fun. The man is away from home making money, providing a lifestyle for that woman and their family.
But money don't buy happiness.
No, it don't. But they have other means. You know what I'm saying? FaceTime, talk on the phone, shit like that. You gotta get a role, get used of it, and be happy.
All right, y'all. It was fun. It seemed like Jay just got his own way of thinking and he's stuck there and it ain't going nowhere. So I'm going back to the comments. Bye, guys.
Nice talking to you, Bianca. I like your voice too.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so we've interrogated Jay. We put him in the hot seat. That was fun. Who else want to be in the hot seat? Uda, what's life been like for you?
God is great always. God is great. It's good. Can't complain. I can't complain.
You ain't got no crazy folks over there?
Oh no, I clapped them all already. I've unalived them already.
Unalive them, child. What?
Nah, I ain't got none of those. Pretty tranquil where I'm at. It's calm and cool.
Hmm. Child.
I lived those days out already. Lived
Uda
those.
had some crazy folks commenting to me, honey. But anyways,
I ain't had that to do with that.
you had crazy folks contacting me, and you know it.
I ain't have nobody doing
She
nothing.
lucky. She is so
People
yeah,
just see
Jay.
me and you vibed up and they got me. Listen, just chill. It ain't even all that. Nique, my homie. That's all that is. You know what I mean? If me and Nique was supposed to be together, we'd have been together. Yeah, I couldn't stop that. So leave that be.
Yeah, good thing is I'm on YouTube because had I not been on YouTube and she wrote me, I would have just told her all kind of shit.
That's
But being that it's YouTube, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody saying something is what it ain't, child. But she would have had. I would have been like, girl, don't come to me with no shit.
Man, that's crazy.
Have as a YouTuber, have you ever had a time where comments or just attention overwhelmed you?
Yeah, a lot.
How do you navigate that?
Take a nap.
Reset, take a break from this shit, step away from it
Yeah.
sometimes. Sometimes you got to step away.
Yeah, I stepped away 2 years ago and then and never came back.
Yeah, I did some of the same. Sometimes you got to step away from it. Sometimes it comes a lot. And I just say
Yeah, I
step
have
away.
to take a nap sometimes and recharge and reset
Yeah.
and disconnect because, we're human at the end of the day, so some stuff will get to you no matter how thick of a skin, people want to say like certain stuff do get to you, certain stuff do get overwhelming. And even just like certain topics are overwhelming themselves, like, you cover a murder or you cover a tragedy or you cover um anything like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mary Beth said she came to you woman to woman. Girl, she didn't come to me woman to woman. She came to me on some, you better stay away from my man, and that's my man. And I'm like, girl, who is even talking to your nigga? Like,
Listen, cycle.
I'm
I
like,
ain't
that's
that,
my
and I
colleague.
ain't
Like, what
staying
are
the.
you talking about?
We could go back to the slave days. I ain't son of so I don't know what she talking about. That's the craziest shit. But it goes to show you that people just be.
It
I don't know.
wasn't even a situation where she hit me up and she was like, hey, I'm his girl. Like, do you know we're together? Or even asked, like, are y'all talking? And I would have been like, no, we're not talking. We're not dating. We're definitely not fucking. So what are you want,
And ain't
lady?
nobody gonna do that. And if you keep hating, like get out of here.
Like, and so she wrote me like, I see, like, this was when we was covering a Diddy trial. She was like, I see when you guys talk at the Diddy trial, and it's not appropriate because that's my man, and I don't want you talking to him. And I'm like, girl, first of all,
Who they did that over?
Uda.
Wow. That's weird when a person has to check a stranger about a person that they lay with. If
That's always weird to me. That's weird.
like
For you to go to another person is weird to me. Like me going to a guy, yo, son, you know, I mean, that's my woman, son. What you doing? That's weird to me. You know what I mean? I just think it's weird, you know.
the only way I ever approach a person is to give them all of their stuff and say you can have them because if
But
you
why is you
like
approaching somebody that's not even
But
dating your
I'm
nigga?
not seeing it. I'm doing my own thing. So that's the craziest thing. That's what I was telling Nick. Like, yo, bro, people be claiming people, and this internet is something where people form bonds and infatuation, think they love you and know you. You think it's a game, it's real. Some people flew to the trial and met me. Fans of me came and flew to the trial. People coming to see me. Like, it's real. It's a real thing. It's not even a joke. They ain't even go for
it's
Diddy.
it's because psychologically us seeing people every day it builds familiarity and then depending on what your content is if you ever say something that make a person feel seen and they don't feel seen in their regular life they're now bonded to you.
Nah, I'd have to smoke
Yeah.
something for. I'd have to smoke something for Nick. You know what I mean? If she around me, then she know how to smoke something for me. So she'd have never even, you know what I mean? That's why you know she never was around me. Cause she know how to probably
Yeah,
smoke.
my whole thing is this, like me and Uda was always nice to me when I was in New York. And I would always reciprocate, like if you cool with me, I'm cool with you. Like if you have good vibes and you don't act funny with me, like I'm always show love. So anytime that I saw Uda, it would always be fun times. Like, what's up, Uda? Like, oh, let me talk to Uda. But to me, I'm just talking to Uda like regular,
Like
you
me.
know.
I don't know who on your side looking like thinking like me and you. I mean, I don't know who was on your side giving you a little prep conference talk about hey,
Nobody on my side
I don't
because
know
my
nothing
niggas is in
be.
check,
We
baby.
ain't
No, I'm
heard
just
that.
kidding.
We ain't heard that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never heard that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
but nah, no, I don't even feel like I gave that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It ain't that. We was cool. You know what I'm saying? We was
yeah,
cool. It's
I
not
don't
even
even
that
feel like I
serious.
gave that.
Nique is a
So
beautiful woman. Yes, she
she
is. I've
came to
been
me
followed
on
Nique. Yes,
some
she's
like,
cool.
well, first she started to come into my live, and she used to be commenting on my live, like if I see Uda and I'd be like, oh, what's up, Uda? She would be commenting on my live like, oh, you so thirsty. You always trying to talk to Uda, like saying little comments. At first, I didn't know who that was. I'm like, who is that? Like
This is
writing in my
psychotic.
live saying that. But then when she wrote me on my page, she didn't even write me in my DM first. She wrote me on my wall, and she wrote on my comments, on my public comments, Uda is my man and he is in my relationship with me, and you need to stay. Like, first of all, girl, you don't even have the decency to slide in my DMs. Like, you coming to me like I'm fucking your nigga
That's
or
because
something.
it was about you it's not about him.
I'm telling you.
So that part got me hot. Like,
And I'm
it was
not
just
selling
the way
nobody
that
no
she went about
dreams.
it. Like, girl, ask me, am I,
Uh,
like, ask me, is this a thing? Or ask me, like, don't come into my comments and write that publicly. And I don't even like, Uda's cool, but me and Uda ain't never fucked or nothing like that. So it's like, why would you even come at me like that?
I never Wayne, I never
Nique
Drake
is
all my
cool.
life, man.
We're
Say
gonna set the record straight. Nique is cool. All right. Nique is a beautiful woman. Don't get it twisted. I've always known this. I'm a man. I can speak confidently. Nique is a beautiful woman. I've always known this for years. But when I met Nique vibe was just so real that it automatically take your mind out of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think certain women that I met in my life, you know what I'm saying? It takes a certain kind of person that could take a man's mind off of physicality things. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I don't be around other women I think are beautiful, but I just think her vibe was just a real vibe, you know what I mean? And out of all of the people that I met there, I think that she was the most genuine person, you know what I mean? And she had a lot of subscribers and all of that. And sometimes people with everything, subscribers and all that shit be the weirdest people. People have money, people be weird, you know what I'm saying? And she was just down to earth. When I met her, it was just like me and Cousin Pete, like me and family, like type shit, you know what I'm saying? And that was just her vibe, you know what I mean? And that was always just her energy. And that's why I vibe with Nique, you know what I mean? Straight. She was always
Right.
just
And that
just
was the
love,
same
just
thing
genuine vibe.
with Uda. Like, Uda was always real, like looking out, like when he interviewed with CNN, like, y'all need to be talking to Nique. Like, he didn't have to look out for me. I got a bigger
That's,
platform, but he still was like looking out for
that's my
me.
dog.
So it was like when she came and she wrote me on my comments, I'm like, oh, you the one that kept writing crazy shit in my chat, like, because I couldn't understand. At first, I thought it was one of my niggas over there under a fake
Hey,
page.
how you know it ain't though? But look, how you know it ain't? What are your? So these niggas is weird. These niggas is
At
weird.
first, I thought it was
How
one
we
of
know they
my
want a
niggas
hello
under a
face?
fake page. Then when she wrote me, I said, oh, now it makes sense. It's her. Like, okay.
You put it
But I ain't gonna hold you. If this wasn't a YouTube situation, if I wasn't a YouTuber and you wasn't a YouTuber and a girl came to me like that, I would have lied to her and I would have been like, girl, yeah, he was just with me last night. He was just
together.
ass, titties, all like I would
Oh,
have fed her because
start
that's not how
started
you
off.
come at somebody.
Started
Pa
off.
da pa pa pa. I'm fucking them.
But
Started off.
because we YouTubers, I'm not gonna,
I
I
come
was
from
like,
where I
nah, I
was.
ain't
I
gonna.
know.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. I
that
know, and it won't be and if it was that, it wouldn't be a question. You know what I'm saying? If I felt that, and I felt like I wanted to talk to Nique like that, I'll do that. And no matter what whoever thought somebody around her creeping and crawling, who cares? It had just had to been some people that had to been mad and go get y'all Kleenexes. Because I'm a confident man, and if I felt like that, it'd be that. You wouldn't have to guess that. You know what I mean? Nique is just a real person. Salute to Nique. I mean, I respect her. So,
shout out to Uda.
Let me
'Cause
know if you want me to report her to the FBI.
I don't know, bro. That might get
no,
me. I don't know who these people is, bro. They might try to. I don't know what's going
They
on.
can't get
no,
they
but if
can't
I
get you
go to New
for
York,
her
I am gonna be
actions.
looking around like, cause
Cause
I
cause
don't
my
even
real
know what
estate
she look
agent
like, but she
already
know what I look like.
I already snitched on my real estate agent, so I can add her to the list too.
Mhm. Yeah, I ain't with that. So,
Mama got it says y'all all in the public, so y'all hoes all on y'all under dummy pages.
I'm so glad that nobody have to come after nobody for me because I don't talk to people. Ain't nobody touch me. Can't nobody even breathe on me. So but I did have a Twitter stalker for 3 years straight that stalked me behind somebody I never even met. Like it was so strange. They first they followed me, then they used to like random tweets that didn't even make sense. Then finally one day when them and the person that they thought I was messing with had a breakup, he came to New Orleans and flattened the dude tires. And since the boy was in New Orleans and I'm from New Orleans, he assumed that we was together, but I was offshore with COVID. I'm like, what? What did you talk about?
What the heliante? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but the person doing the stalking is a big figure in the gay community. Like he didn't took pictures with the that old black man who knew Martin Luther King who died. He had pictures with him. He didn't been a part of the AIDS Foundation and all
That
that.
don't
People
mean nothing. That don't got nothing to do with self-esteem and
cause
likes
people
and
be cause
insecurities and all of that.
cause a part of performing, like people who have them cookie cutter images, they be sociopaths. That's the whole package. Like to have that image and to have all these people work like praising you and appreciating you and all of that, in real life they be crazy.
Yeah, some people are crazy,
oh,
but
Some
for me, I just I normally deal with guys that got something to lose though. Like I can never see a situation where any man that I dated with or otherwise would be writing another man saying anything.
I think that's weird.
But I think men operate different than women though.
Supposed to be, but I just think that's weird.
It used to be that way, but with the internet influencing people, you have both genders acting like the other one. So it's really not no standard behavior for genders no more. Because stuff that we could say men do, we could find women that do it. Or like how we say women are emotional. But most men have anger issues. Anger is an emotion. So wouldn't they therein be emotional?
Yeah.
I
I
got you on that
mean,
aspect, but we just understand that certain things men ain't just supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? We just think as a general, right? Women, we would think women do certain things, and probably men do certain things. As a
But
bulk.
but us as humans learn through teaching. Everything we know somebody taught us or we taught ourselves. So why are we expecting people to do things they not taught? Most people are in broken homes, no man around. So how is a boy going to randomly know to be a man? And then when he grows up or if he have friends, they in broken homes too. So and then when you look at celebrities, they from broken homes too. So all of these images is not matching the expectations.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That things are more unisex then. people will put on specific genders, saying things like that. I do get that.
That as well, yeah, and
Mary Beth, click the link, girl. Click the link.
not to mention too, like I find men be losing a lot when they try to make everything women fault, because at the end of the day, in a dating, like based off of patriarchy, a man is supposed to be in control. So when men be blaming women for stuff that they could have controlled, it's kind of strange. Like,
Makes
oh, she made me cheat on her. Like, so she put your thing in the other thing and made it go in and out until manually happen. Like, it's just I think once we start taking self accountability for all of this stuff that we don't like, it'll be easier for us to find the things we do like.
Stevie, click the link and elaborate. I guess he's saying it's different for gay men.
Well, he's yak. I don't know.
I mean, it's in humans in general, because that's another thing. We could say like how people, straight women feel like gay men got it easy because all of the dudes they wanted was down low or gay. But if you ask a gay person how dating is, it's hell for them too. If you ask a lesbian how dating is, it's hell for them too. You have people who build stuff on.
Not butthurt in the sneaker community. That's crazy.
Yeah, they do be. They have some crazy groups online. I explored Reddit one day and I had to repent when I was done.
Repent? What you seen on there?
They had a thread. I forgot what the news article was, but it was a news article about a woman traveling to off somebody. And in the comments, everybody was telling their story about times they almost off somebody. And all of the people was like literally minutes away from killing somebody. And they on Reddit talk about it, I guess because it didn't happen. But it was just crazy to see that. Like, people really are dangerous. Some people, one man was about to kill his coworker because he took the promotion that he was supposed to get. It's like,
Wow.
y'all are dangerous, baby. I'm glad I don't need to work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, people really
That's
dangerous.
crazy.
Yeah, and not to mention, people be carrying old stuff. So like, they anger that they showing you now don't even be from what you did. It be built up from years and years and years.
Stevie, I think you got us playing in the back. You got to cut it off in the back.
Oh,
Stevie, what you were saying? He's speaking as a straight black man.
I mean, yeah, he is. That's all I was saying.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Because as a general public, that's how it is as a straight black man. So he's going to think as a straight black man. That's all I was saying.
But in
I
what
know, but
aspect?
elaborate
What
in
aspect, though? So I
contrary
can understand what you mean.
to your
What aspect?
thinking.
Yeah.
Because because y'all was talking about the gender roles.
Okay.
How some of them switched up, but some straight people are going to still think as straight black. It's the straight black man.
And what's that?
They're
Elaborate
not.
in contrary to.
Because I never
How
really
would you
spoke on
think?
gender roles, really. If you want me to speak,
No,
on
I'm
gender-
not. I wasn't saying it for you. I was saying it for the other guy
Oh,
because he was
oh,
talking
oh,
about the gender role. Yeah,
okay.
that's all.
But he's
That's all I
straight
was
too,
saying. I
right?
wasn't.
He's straight.
I don't
No.
know.
I
Okay.
wasn't
I
talking.
don't
I
think
wasn't
so.
talking.
But he's not straight. I don't think they said he's
I
not.
wasn't
No.
talking about gender
No.
roles as far as gender roles. I was talking about the stereotypical descriptions that they give each gender, like saying men do this, women do that. Gender roles is completely different. I wasn't talking about that.
No, Stevie chimed in, I think, when the conversation was how men and women operate online as it pertains to like or as it pertains to like who contact who or what who say who. Like I was saying, like most men, I think y'all was saying like most men wouldn't like contact another man type thing.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then that's when Stevie was writing as far as you were speaking as a straight black man,
Black.
because you were saying like you're not about to like comment to no man type of thing. So I wanted Stevie
Exactly.
to
Oh,
elaborate
okay.
based on
Well,
his
that's basically
perspective.
what I was saying. I just comment to that aspect.
Okay. I see what
I
you're
know, I
saying.
want
So
you to
yeah.
expound on it though from your POV of what you see in your POV
I mean,
of how it is.
I just see it because that's how society sees it.
But how do you see it is what I'm saying.
I mean, I see it as, even though I'm gay, I still see it as the straight way because that's how society is, basically.
So when
So
you dealing
I'm
with a guy and there's somebody else that may be in the picture, would you be like, hey, you know, that's my man? Or like you wouldn't say nothing, or you like how would you navigate
no,
like the
I would
scenario?
say something. I would say something, but I still know how society thinks and how society is. So I'm
That's why
not
I'm
naive to.
differentiating from
Uh,
society and you.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?